with that being said, and this being top five vinyl, Josh, can you show your number five? What album do you have as your number five?
All right. So number five, I went with the Jazz is Dead Volume 2,
Mm,
Roy Ayers. Um, it came out in 2020, so it's kind of a newer one in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, I picked this record. I mean, there's a lot of Roy Ayers stuff that you could talk about, like Everybody Loves the Sunshine or like some of the Ubiquity stuff or, era stuff or anything. But I picked that record kind of just because of what, um, like the Jazz is Dead stuff kind of means to me and what, Adrian Young is doing with that label and like the concert series or the concerts that they put on and produce and everything. um, so yeah, I found out about Adrian Young probably from the Black Dynamite
mm,
soundtrack.
mm.
I don't know if you remember that
Yep,
movie.
I've seen the movie. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Mm,
So yeah, he did the soundtrack for it, and I remember hearing the soundtrack and seeing that because I like exploitation movies of all kinds, and like I was like, wow, this is really cool. He's kind of doing this throwback to like black exploitation stuff, and it's like a genre film. And I was like, but the soundtrack is like this amazing. Like I was like, it feels like it's plucked right out of like the
mm,
'70s.
mm, mm,
And then I was living here in Denver and running sound at the time for a job, and he played at the music venue that I was working at, and I remember he brought all these like crazy like vintage analog synths and put on this like super good show. And I was like, man, this guy's awesome. So I started following him, and then some years later, yeah, they started. He started the Jazz is Dead series stuff, which I don't know. To me, it's just really cool because they still use in his studios out in LA. They still use all like analog recording equipment and everything, and they kind of bring these artists back that like Roy Ayers. Like he's still. I would say still like a well-known name, but not somebody that you might not think about like him
mm,
making music now. So
mm,
to hear him make like a record that's not a collaboration with like a modern R&B artist, it's like a Roy Ayers record in 2020, and kind of bring that back to everyone and like hopefully even expose maybe even like a whole new generation to his music. I think is just really cool, and like
mm,
everything that Jazz is Dead is does, I just think is awesome. Like great packaging, really good pressings. They sound awesome. So
mm, mm.
yeah, it's like yeah, I just really want to talk about like that label and how cool everything that they do is. So that's why I picked
All right,
as
cool.
my five.
All right, so that was your number five. Let's go ahead and take a look at your number four.